So today the main topic is that the DAG in logging system. Um, so why do we, like last video I just talked about why do we need some kind of logging system in the client web development? And the most people, most lot of even big tech companies, they use event-based logging system. If there's the button, if user clicks the button, it's just gonna store into just the one data. So it's like user click to some kind of event, example button. So the data is gonna be made based on that event. And those kind of thing is, I know, great event, great logging system technique, but there's a problem is that you cannot really, for the startups, you cannot really easy to track the hypothesis, because if you look at the lean startup, basically lean startup is like you don't know what customer likes, you're not sure about it, you develop your model based on the customer. Because lean startup basically means that we're doing some kind of hypothesis that usually will like something, your customer will like something, but if it is not, if your hypothesis is wrong, you have to pivot, you have to think about another hypothesis that opposite of your base hypothesis. But the problem is that the measuring the hypothesis, I think it is very crucial. So you have to check about retention rate, and I think it's kind of really half of, it's like combination of engineering and the business. You can use some kind of tools to check the retention rate and how many the buttons, how many feature user clicks, and how many page user views. But it doesn't. I think it doesn't represent the measuring hypothesis. Through explain with our service, this is really how my service looks like. So our hypothesis that user will like our landing page, user got interested, and when they click go to learning, and they will encounter sign up page, and after sign up page, user will able to see the curriculums that we made. And those kind of thing is actually flaw, and I call this hypothesis that user will like to learn about, user will like to study or learn the coding, and we make high quality the curriculums. So there's like cards on it, so user can click the curriculum cards because there's a bunch of cards that represent the different curriculum. And when user clicks the curriculum card, the user will learn some kind of the content related to that curriculum. So this is a real hypothesis. But we really have to check, is this hypothesis or not? But event based is kind of really hard, because the event is basically the click. We can really like get all of the click data and trying to look at the data, and we think this user will like this product because user clicks the button. It doesn't make any sense, and also it's kind of hard. My generally idea was, why don't we just use this some kind of the computer science data structure for this logging system? I know this is kind of a really new thing, this is just my idea, but I think it's kind of really not I don't know, I'm not sure about it, but I think it's really great. It's not really kind of the thing that comes out with the nowhere. If you look at this research paper, use of directed acyclic graph, DAG, is to identify confounders of applied health research, the review and recommendations. So the DAG, the graph data structure, even used in the medical thing. Example, when the coronavirus happened, they don't know what's the common characteristics of the people who have coronavirus. So they use DAG, the direction acyclic graph, make the graph data structure and check which one is the biggest factor to get the disease. And those kind of thing and also represent also makes to analyze is the relationship between those kind of factor of it. And I think we can in our application, I think we can use this to our product. So this is really how I think. And actually I'm using the tools library name is the graph, I don't know how to translate, graphology, and the library name is Sigma. So to combine it, you can make some kind of graph look like this page. But the problem is that you cannot really use this as a Next.js web framework, because there's no really kind of like the plugin for the bundler, and you have to write your own renderer, and this kind of waste of time. It's just the login system. You don't really put so much effort in the login system. You have to put the effort on your first MVP product, and if you have resources, you have to put effort on the other thing. Example like login system. So I have some kind of resource. I put effort on my login system, but we're not going to do the over engineering. We have to make it fast, but we have to validate this our tool is great or not. I think I'm gonna use the D3 related the DAG library, but I'm not sure it's gonna be working on that. After I'm implemented, I'm just gonna do this stuff. And also example this is the user, this is kind of example, this is that user flow, this is user flow of based on the DAG data structure. And we have to also validate is our hypothesis correct. So I'm just gonna create the making our hypothesis using graph via back office, the ultimate platform for our web service. And after that, we're just gonna validate is this graph is equal. If there's some kind of graph for our hypothesis is kind of similar to the user's graph, and also if that is kind of a lot, we finally learn that our hypothesis is correct. But if it's not, we're just going to do the people thing. And we also have to check about retention rate and the event. Also, we just also check the event log system. So I don't know if it's gonna really work. So this is kind of plan of the DAG in the login systems for the lean startup strategy. So this is it. Have a nice listening next time. Bye bye.